Good morning, beloveds. And that's all I've got. I had a little congestion last night. I did not sleep well. And so, yeah, I'm going to say good morning, beloveds, and get on with this. All right. It is May 24th. Our title is The Divine Plan for Your Life. That is a mouthful of a title. And our author is Rowland, and it's from The Magic of the Word, 1972. And it's from Unity. Okay. All right. There is a wonderful, beautiful plan for your life. Your destiny is divine. As your consciousness of the Christ indwelling is quickened through daily life, you find yourself fitting into the divine plan easily. You come to know that you are part of a great universal plan of spiritual growth and unfoldment. When you enter into the feeling that you are part of the good of the world, you are at ease. Frustration vanishes. You live your life in harmony. A hymn in Unity song selections expresses this thought. We are a part of all that's good, and good shall be victorious. You are eternally part of the good in the world. Know this and be at peace. All is working well in your life and affairs because you are part of the divine plan for the good for every person. Relax. Be at ease. There is no need to struggle hard to find the good. You are part of all that is good. Okay. Honestly, anytime anybody says divine plan or that they know the plan for you, it's like my feeling is like I'm gonna run because nobody knows what God's plan is for anybody else. The only person who can know what God's plan is for them is the good. So I admit that title gave me a little trepidation. I still have a little trepidation, but because what she said, and it's what I say, I having never read that before, I'm not repeating it, but we're echoing the same sentiment. That when you walk into a situation and look for the good, be aware that you brought the good with you because you are the good. So when she says the divine plan, what she's reminding us of is that we're part of the good. When we come into alignment with the Christ consciousness, as she said, the indwelling Christ consciousness, when we live from that idea of love, then we are contributing to the good. And it doesn't matter what we are doing, as long as it is in alignment with love. Now, I admit Westerners have an interesting idea of love. I'm far more in line with the Eastern idea of love, because the Eastern idea of love is subjective and the Western idea of love can get very objective. And so, when we talk about love, we want to make sure that we are being subjective about it. Just like, anybody comes to you and say, well, I know what God has planned for you. Run. Just run. Because the only person who can know what God has planned for you is you. But what she's saying is true. When we come into alignment with the Christ consciousness within us, when we come into alignment with the divine good, when we come into alignment with the divine love, then we are acting as the good. We are actively, fulfilling the good. And what better divine plan could there be? Because it's not up there telling you what it is what you have to do to be good. You get to decide that. God gave us free will. All that God asks us to do is to love one another as we love ourselves. Although, sometimes I hope we choose to love ourselves better than we do, So I'm in agreement with her. I have been echoing her sentiment about the good. And so I can get behind the divine plan for our life. The divine plan for our life is to be the good. And she says you find yourself fitting into the divine plan easily when you come to know that you are part of a great universal plan for spiritual growth and unfoldment. That's it. Keep loving, keep learning. That's the divine plan. That's it. And that's really cool and pretty simple, and yet it'll take us the rest of our lives to do it. So when you enter into the feeling that you are a part of the good of the world, you are at ease. When you feel like what you are doing is good, is loving, is kind, is compassionate, frustration vanishes. When you feel like you found it, this is how I can contribute to make the world a better place. And you get to decide that. You live your life in harmony. All right. So I'm going to take that last line as the mission today. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to relax, be at ease. There is no need to struggle to find the good. You are a part of all that is good. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to know that we bring the good with us. No matter what is going on, we bring the good with us. We are good. We are part of that divine good. We bring the divine love. So, yeah. And with all the talking heads out there chatting at us, trying to tell us what the divine plan is, I can get behind this one. I can get behind this one. Know that you're good. Know that you're good. All right. The other mission is the same mission I give you every day, which is to practice the spiritual practice of self-care. Do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself. It can be one thing, it can be three things, it can be, as simple as taking a deep breath before you speak, and as much as taking a vacation. It can look like taking a nap, taking a walk, doing something that is being of service, to yourself or to others, doing something that makes somebody else's life easier. Definitely not at the cost of your own, though. So, caution there. And that's one of the reasons why I encourage you to practice on yourself. You get immediate feedback. Is this loving, kind, compassionate? There's science showing that if you're feeling a little stressed or anxious or, down, then when you go and volunteer and be of service to another, it actually does help lift your mood. Another thing that can help lift your mood is as simple as getting a good face full of sunlight first thing in the morning. When you first get up, early in the morning. I'm talking before 9 a.m. sun. So if you get up later than that, artificial, or if you get up much earlier than the sun, artificial light will help too. Those are things that can help you feel better so that you can recognize the good when you see it. I want you to practice love, kindness, and compassion on yourself. As I said, you are your own best test subject. You get immediate feedback. 2, I want you to create a habit, a first response. I want you to create a well-worn path to the source of your own being, to the infinite source of love, kindness, and compassion. That's why I encourage you to practice on yourself every day. I also encourage you to practice on yourself because you deserve your own love, you deserve your own kindness, you deserve your own compassion. Part of what I talked about today is coming into alignment with the divine. Well, love, kindness, and compassion are definitely in alignment with the divine. But so is joy. And so the other half of this self-care thing is to make room for joy. No matter what is going on in your life, you deserve joy. You absolutely deserve joy. So make room for it. It does require action on our part. Yes, I know that the Hafiz quote, I think it's Hafiz, could be Rumi. As soon as joy heard your name, it's been running through the streets looking for you. But you got to be actively looking too. You got to treat and move your feet. So please take those steps. Make room for joy. You deserve joy in your life. So when I say eat dessert first, I do literally mean it, but I also mean it metaphorically. Don't save the good stuff. Your life is a special occasion. Please treat it as such. Of course, your life is a special occasion. There's a divine plan for good. All right. Okay. Please, my other suggestions, do something to engage your mind and your body today. I do also encourage you to drink plenty of water. Hydration is super important. Your brain works better when it's well hydrated. I also encourage you to get that early in the day bright light. What I'm talking about is a circadian rhythm. If you Google it, it starts with a C. A circadian rhythm, which is a hormone cycle, a natural hormone cycle. That early in your day, especially on your face and your forearm, it stimulates that hormone cycle. You'll have more energy during the day. You'll sleep better at night. Try it. It's science. You can look it up. And then, as always, yeah, I know I'm thoroughly enjoying reading the Women of New Thought. But what I would also like to point out is that I encourage you to open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time. She's talking about a divine plan. What I'm reminding you is that heaven, Jesus said, the kingdom of God is within you. Well, what does that mean? It's the same as the divine plan. Nobody can tell you what the divine plan for you is other than yourself, because it's between you and God and between you and good. So heaven is the same thing. If the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven is within you, then that means it's a state of mind. It's a state of consciousness. It's not a physical place that you go to, but can become any place that you are when you learn to create that mindset. So when I say open the windows of your soul, that's what I'm talking about. Be willing to look around at everything around you and see the sacred looking back at you. Look in each other's eyes and see God looking back at you. Look in your own eyes in the mirror and see God looking back at you. That's what I'm talking about. And you can always take Emma's advice. Look for the good and praise it. All right. I'm going to remind you about the social media. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center or Creative Life Spark on the social medias that we are on. I'm the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. There's content. It's good. It's funny. It's lighthearted. It's enlightening. It is hopefully helpful. So please avail yourself of the content. If you want to know what's going on with the center, please email info@creativelife.org. That will get you on the constant contact. And the constant contact, Jesse gets an email out early, like late Thursday night, early Friday morning, that'll let you know what's going on. And it includes a whole bunch of hot links that when it says click here now, it will take you right to the information you want, such as our YouTube playlist. It'll take you right to the Soul Session playlist. And there's good stuff on there. And then you could also, or it'll take you to the person that can help you get it. So email info@creativelife.org. Get on that constant contact. All right. I guess I'm at the part where I get to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an awesome day, a know the divine plan day, a look for the good day, a know yourself day, a practice the Christ consciousness day, a Wednesday this year, a good day, and if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. Because you are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved child of God in whom God is well pleased and well represented. I also like to remind you, you are a divine spark, a brilliant light, you are spirit in motion, God in action, and as Reverend Jesse likes to say, a godling. Get to know the divine part of you. That's how we find the divine good. That's how we take part in the divine plan. We recognize the God center within each of us and each other. All right? Okay. I'm going to remind you, Reverend David will be on around 5 p.m. with you. I will be back with you around 9 a.m. tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and I will see you next time. All right, beloveds.